us above the sun. Well, I'm gonna walk from the place where I come from. Well, I'm gonna walk and leave you behind. I'm gonna walk 'cause you made me love you. I can't believe I go so far away, but it lets me ease my mind. At the mountain I let myself go. The mountain listens, the mountain knows. Well, you're gonna walk 'cause you say you love me. You're gonna walk and leave me alone. I let you roam, you soon realize I've got another place to go. Can't believe I go so far away, but it lets me ease my mind. At the mountain I let myself go. The mountain listens, the mountain knows that you're no good for me. Well, you're no good for me. I trust the mountain, she gives me pride. Well, I speak to her like she's my bride. She doesn't play any games, she doesn't laugh at me. She just listens and she knows. I can't believe I go so far away, but it lets me ease my mind. At the mountain I let myself go. The mountain listens, the mountain knows. I can't believe I go so far away, but it lets me ease my mind. At the mountain I let myself go. The mountain listens, the mountain knows.
All right, everybody. Season 1, episode 22. Welcome to Live at Chance's house. My apologies for, I guess, that last debacle. A Joe's Tavern production in works as we get the show started. Hey, we got a lot to go with today, and I want to get right to it, but I did want to just pop on real quick to say a couple of things before we got started. First off, that yes, we are live, and it's back on. I don't know what happened. It was a network connection of some kind, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Tonight, we've got the second interview with my friend Blue Sanders. He's going to be promoting his book and talking music and, just talking about everything that we can possibly mention. I did want to say one thing. Hey, check this out, right? So, finally got my hair did. And I want to thank Sharon Lane very much for making that happen. We did it all the right way. I didn't have to go into a salon. She came to my home. We've been friends for a really long time, and I knew if I asked, she would do it. But she is 8 miles of awesome on a 7-mile track. And I just want everyone to know that if you need any services that she provides, you need to hook her up. So first off, she's located centrally to everyone. I'll send out the information in the link, and Sharon or Brett, if you want to put out the information on the comments about where to find her and what that can be, we can drum up some business for her. But if anyone needs a haircut, this is men, women, she does coloring, she does all that stuff. She did a house call for me. We did it in the backyard. We were socially distanced as best as we could, but she knows how to clip around a mask and do all the right things. So I can't say enough how happy I am about being able to get it done, but being able to do it safely and not have to worry about too much risk. So thank you, Sharon, very much. I appreciate that. All right, real quick also, update on my friend Trent Adams. We are up to $7,500 on our $12,000 goal for the Give to Live, Live to Win campaign. We are still sponsoring that for the month of July, and will continue to do so. I'll be posting that link up here in just a little bit on the comments section, as well as putting it on my Facebook page, Music by Chance, as well as my own personal page. So I appreciate anything that you guys can do. If you can't donate, that's all right. But a share would be fantastic, because we're starting to see some names that that neither one of us know. And so that just means that there's some really caring people out there that have given. And, we're almost there, right? So we're not quite 3/4 of the way, but, we're going to keep going and keep pushing. We've got some more things that we're going to be planning here in the near future. I may actually be able to get these comics that I want to sell graded that we were talking about over the last couple of weeks, and I think we might be able to get an auction going here sooner than later. Even if it runs into the first part of August, it's not that big a deal. I'm just sponsoring the GoFundMe page for the entire month of July, and look, he's my friend, so I can do it as long as I want. I just wanted to try and make the goal attainable and make it also happen within that first 30 days. With that said, we're going to get to the interview. I am going to show you a quick highlight reel of Blue's book. It's called The 41. This was pre-recorded, so there's a couple of things that you'll notice. One part, it was in June, because we did this back about 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago when we talked last. But we purposefully had set it up to do a 2-part interview, and I just wanted to make sure that I had everything right, and it was a good time to do it. So with that said, let's get to it. And of course, after the interview, we'll show probably a couple of quick short clips, and then we'll get into the live part of Live at Chance's house. I'll be playing some tunes for you guys tonight. So hope everyone's kicked back. Joe's, thanks to our sponsors out there, of course. Where your friends are your friends, your enemies are your enemies, and then there's Jimmy, who's out in scuba diving right now. What? That's awesome. He's in Cozumel. Crazy. Anyway, hope he's having a great time. I know I am, and I hope you guys are going to have fun tonight too. So enjoy this. I look forward to seeing you guys after this. Hope you guys, especially a lot of my friends from El Paso that haven't been on in some time, enjoy this, because it's actually a really, really good interview, a great talk, and from a great guy.
I thought I left West Texas for good. But sometimes things just don't end up like you think they will. At 35, I came home to care for my dying father and to fix a car. Maybe even to fix myself. My father got the 41 when I was 2 years old. He took it into the backyard, he took it apart, and he never put it back together again. My father was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease in 2006. When I came home to take care of him in 2010, I decided to take the car out of the garage and put it back together again and race to take him for a ride before he died. The 41 is a story about a father and son. It's a story about coming home. It's a story about love. It's a story about finishing what you start. And it's a story about a terminal disease and coping with that terminal disease, all wrapped up in a story about a car. A 1941 Chevrolet Special Deluxe.
All right, so hey everyone, we're back with Blue Sanders, and this is kind of the second part of the interview, and we've touched on a lot of stuff. We've kind of gone through a history of what he's done, how he got here, the journey, all the places he's traveled, and some of the great people that he's worked with, and really kind of talking about inspiration and what else is going on. Blue, the thing I want to ask you, this is definitely something I don't know, and you've touched on it a couple of times. You know, you moved back to El Paso because you needed to go home and take care of your dad, and you had mentioned that he had passed away of Lou Gehrig's disease. I'm fascinated by your book, and I haven't read it yet, but I'm looking at it, and it looks interesting because it's all around a car. Can you tell me a little bit about it? Because I think people would want to know.
Sure. Well, the book's called The 41. It's about a 1941 Chevrolet. I mean, the blurb on the book is really what it is. It's about me going home, taking care of my father, and racing to restore this old car for him to try to take him for a ride before he dies. But the bigger story is my dad was an attorney in El Paso. He was a family law lawyer, really, for the most part, criminal defense. Every once in a while, if you're lucky, you got a personal injury case and made more money than you usually made. But he did a lot of bartering. You know, when you're El Paso's a relatively poor city, or it certainly was 35 years ago, especially. And you know, people, you're serving the community, and not everyone can pay a big legal bill. So sometimes you trade. So my dad would do a will or a divorce, and he would come home with like an armoire or rolls of snakeskin, or like a big brisket, or some wheels of cheese, or like in this other case, he came home with his old 1941 car, and he brought. I never saw the thing run. I feel like he told me it ran at one time, but I don't have any recollection. I've never known it to have ever run. So he brought it home. He put it in the backyard. And this is when the picture on the book is me when I'm like 2 or 3 years old. He took it apart, him and his buddy took the engine out. We're going to restore it. Never did. And it just sat in my backyard for my entire life. And, you know, we used to play in it, and it was just part of literally it was just a car in the backyard. And I always thought someday I'd fix it up. I didn't really know what that meant. My brother maybe thought he was going to fix it. Certainly my father, when he got it, thought he was going to fix it. But, you know, things get away from you. And he had a family to raise, and the car just sat there. And so when I came home, Lou Gehrig's disease is a terminal disease. Everyone that gets it dies. Your muscles slowly stop working until you can't breathe, you can't eat, you can't. I mean, my dad's could move his eyebrows at the very end of his life, and that was it. You're completely paralyzed. It's a brutal, horrible disease. And we knew he was going to die. We just don't know when. Some people it's rapid. Some people just nosedive and it goes quickly. Some people, my dad was diagnosed for 7 years, and it kind of plateaus and then it takes a dive. But I knew we were on the clock the whole time. I mean, I knew that. But I decided before I came home, I said, I want to fix this car. And I just thought it might be a sort of a righteous thing to do for my dad to get it working. And because he had never taken a ride in it, as far as I know. And that thing sat in our yard for like 40 years. I mean, it was since I was a little kid. I mean, I went home at 35. So it was at least there for 33 years, just sitting back there collecting dust. There's a link on my website if you want to actually see the car. So I wanted to fix the car. I didn't do much creatively other than write about this car and the time being home. I didn't know I wasn't going to have the energy, but I just did not have the energy as a caretaker. I was exhausted. It was pulling a lot out of me and my father and my stepmother. I mean, things that I didn't know were going to happen. And it was just something I would write. I knew I wanted to write a book about it. I'd never written a book. I'd just written songs. Writing a book, totally different than writing songs. But I knew so I just would jot things down as the days went by, and maybe lines, dialogue, or things that we did, and then I would go in maybe that night, maybe the next day, and I would sort of write a little more detail about something that had happened. And so I just started writing about the whole story. So I wrote it while I was doing it. So the book is sort of as I was going. I wrote the book in present tense, which is sort of not normal. You may not notice that.
It reads like a journal.
Yeah. Yes, it does. Yeah, but it's a story, and we're my goal was to try to get this car done. And as he was sort of deteriorating, the car is building, and my hope was to take him for a ride. And I won't tell you how it ends.
That's a perfect way to do it, so we can go find out for ourselves. So for those that are interested, first off, let's do a plug for where you can find all things Blue Sanders. I'm pretty sure it's bluesanders.com. You can find out what he's doing, and you can see all kinds of cool stuff from the songs that he's written and who he's written with and collaborated with, along with this book that's on there. He's got some merch like everyone does. But the other thing I wanted to touch on is that you, like most of us that are creative, we've got all kinds of creative outlets, but one of your favorite creative outlets outside of music is photography. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that? Did that get started like at an early age? Did it come later? Did you say, oh, I like taking pictures? And I mean, do you have fancy cameras, or do you just like using your iPhone and getting out there and doing stuff?
I do have a fancy camera. I've had fancy cameras, but I now just have one. I take most pictures with my iPhone. And that's just, I don't know I can't remember the quote, the best camera quote. It might be Chase Jarvis. I can't remember but the quote is, the best camera is I'm paraphrasing, is the one you have with you. And that typically is your phone. And
right.
Phones take pretty good pictures. I mean, I'm a few phones back on an iPhone X. It doesn't take as good as an iPhone 11. But my dad had cameras actually, and he when they were film cameras, of course, way back then. And so and even in high school, I was piddling around. I didn't really know what I was doing. And then when I moved to New York, I really started taking a lot more pictures. There were a lot more places to get film developed. I mean, New York, it was like every block had some sort of a camera shop, lab. And then I got a digital camera, I guess, at some point in Nashville. And I've been snapping ever since. And I've really, the live music stuff I've only done the most of in the last years with Miranda. But yeah, just sort of, it came from my dad just because he had cameras, and I sort of took them like, kids do. They just take their parents' things and start using them. I did, a stint doing weddings, and those are all things I'm sort of reconsidering now and weddings are tough, especially for a touring musician, because they require commitment like a year in advance, and it's really hard to make any sort of commitment like that.
I understand that completely, because I do like taking pictures. I mean, I've got an okay camera, and of course I use my iPhone a lot, but if I'm not playing music, the thing that put me through college, and one of the things that I did is I was a DJ. So talking about weddings, I was just talking about this with my wife, a couple of days ago, is that I actually have a wedding booked in October, and I'm like, I'm not sure we're going to be doing that. And I've already reached out to the bride, and I was like, I know that it's June, but we might need a contingency plan in case you need to push this thing off to 2021. And she's like, well, but they said it's going to be fun. I'm like, who's they? Look, I understand that's not something nobody knows. So thinking about how it's a great segue to kind of get into the current state of affairs. I mean, so you got this album,
sure,
both of them, and we talk about the 50 and 50, and it was kind of like it just happened. But I mean, what's the lesson learned here? What are you taking away from everything? I mean, not only the state of the planet with, hey, we're in the middle of a freaking pandemic and no one really knows how to navigate this thing very well, but now we have another unprecedented historic thing that's happening in our world, with the George, Floyd killing and all of that stuff. I mean, not to get too political here, but I mean, how are you feeling about all of this? I just like to know. I mean, I think a lot of us are talking about it, and we don't know no one knows how to navigate this very well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm appalled by it. I would like to think most people are appalled by it. Sometimes if you are on social media, it doesn't seem like enough people are appalled by it. It's interesting. I mean, Tennessee's in the South, and there's a lot of Southern pride and country music, and I work with people who post some questionable things sometimes, where I feel like I really do feel like it's a time to listen. I mean, I think as a white kid, if it's not painfully obvious that I don't understand the experience from a personal place the way an African American experiences it, I mean, this is the time to me, it's so disappointing when people miss that sort of the lowest bar, which is acknowledging that it's really not about you, and that maybe, and not that I don't have opinions about the world, of course I do, and at the same time, like, I'm a pretty left-leaning progressive voter kind of person, and I'm not a fan of the cancel culture. I'm not a fan of stopping people from talking. I mean, I do really think ultimately that bad ideas get flushed out with good ideas, but if you don't know them, I mean, like, I follow plenty of right-wing people on Twitter, for example, because if it's like the algorithm sort of feeds your own social ego. I mean, if you didn't follow people that weren't like you, that had a different perspective than you, you would think you lived in a world that was exactly like you are. But it's literally the computer telling you, just sort of reinforcing what you think. And as much as sometimes repulsed by some things that people say, I actually learn things. And I think it's important to keep conversation going. All that said, I just can't, I don't know what else people need to say. We got problems in this country, and they haven't gone away, and we have to sort it out. I mean, we have to. But I think it's a time that to listen. I mean, and I even sent a message to some people today. I said, maybe we should, when we're back on the road, find a way to educate ourselves, bring some external people in to talk to our crew or our, the people that we work with, so that we can, when somebody's, because everybody's from a different place. I mean, I have a branch of my family history that goes all the way to the Pettus Bridge, which, the Pettus Bridge is famous in Selma, Alabama for not particularly positive things. And so how do I personally, I don't really have an attachment to that part of my life, but it is part of my family tree if I were to walk it back many generations. And I don't know exactly how to discuss it. And I would like to understand it from but I would like to have somebody explain it to me. somebody who knows about Southern history, Civil War history, African American Civil War history. I mean, in particular, obviously. I mean, Tennessee just voted to keep a bust of a former Grand Wizard of the KKK at the Capitol. I just, that to me is disgusting. And I just don't understand how somebody, no matter where you're from, no matter how much of your family is important to you, at some point, I can't, it's just mind boggling to me. Like, let it go, man. Let it go. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. If you can't at least get to that point, then I don't know where we go. But we're at a real turning point. We're at a crossroads. I hope positive changes are in the future. It's hard. We're all out of money. We're all in Nashville. I mean, yesterday there was going to be another protest today. Some of the downtown business owners are saying, we're dying here, guys. We've got to board up our businesses. Our industry has been crushed by this virus. I mean, those are real opinions. And with real people who have bills to pay and employees. And, I think we're missing an opportunity if we don't talk to each other. I mean, I'm just one person,
Sure.
I know who I'm voting for. I know the politics that I traditionally vote for. But I don't know, man. It is an intense time. And I mean, it doesn't take but a quick 15 minutes on Twitter to read stories where you go, wow, okay, I really don't know what it's like to not be myself. I mean, I just think it's a time to pay attention to people that have the stories that you need to tell, that they need to tell. I'm afraid. I know there's going to be a trial with George Floyd and the police officers. I mean, I've sat on a jury where I tweeted about it the other day. I sat on a jury where there was an aggravated assault case where one kid shot another kid. They were at home at a table drinking, and he shot him. And there was no question that he shot him. That was never up for debate. We walked in that courtroom. The kid shot the other kid. He severed his spinal cord. The kid was paralyzed for the rest of his life. And yet 12 people still had a hard time convicting this kid, calling him guilty based on the law. And it was very specific, and it was the hardest thing I've probably ever done. Mm-hmm. And I mean, there was tears. There was a variety of people, older, younger, mostly, I guess, probably Hispanic, since it was in El Paso, and that's just the makeup of the city. But this kid, I mean, he shot someone. There was no question. And some people still had a hard time saying he was guilty. And that's my fear for the trial. It's that somehow it will be not guilty based on this very specific reading of the law. I'm not a lawyer. I couldn't tell you. I just know my experience. I don't know. I mean, I know police officers, of course, like most people probably do. My experience with them as, friends and good family friends is, I can't imagine them doing something that you watch on television. And I'm sure they can't either. So it puts everybody in a difficult situation. But I do have hope. That may be silly some days. Sometimes the world doesn't seem very hopeful. I'm not a fan of this administration. I think there's a lot of movement we can make in a different direction. I hope we do. But we'll see. Time will tell, I guess.
So I was talking about a lot of these similar ideas with a friend of mine. He's actually the guy that helps me produce, and he helps me write, and he's been kind of my confidant and mix and mastering guy over the last few years. And he said something to me, and I didn't really think about it, because this does feel very much like it was the last time we saw this sort of uprising in culture, and where everyone needed to say something and we needed to listen, and that was in the 60s. And out of that also came some amazing anthems, and just the idea of, you know, some of us can do something to put out, you know, awareness and have it reach a broad audience. You know, I think about a lot of the songwriters in the 60s, and, you know, even through Woodstock, I mean, it was all, you know, it wasn't just peace and love. It was literally, hey, we need some peace because we need to try and have that in our world. And why can't we just all get together and love each other, you know? And I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, we start seeing an outpouring of emotion from artists and musicians if we haven't already seen some of that. And
Sure.
I would think that that would inspire songwriters. I mean, do you feel inspired with the times that we have right now? Is that kind of where you're going, or do you have just, how do you write?
I don't know. I mean, I have some songs that are, you know, I don't really think of myself as a political writer at all. I guess I just kind of sit down, and sometimes I write poetry and that turns into songs. And I don't know if this is, I mean, I don't know if it's my, and I say my as a person like me, my time to try to sort of heal wounds. It feels like it's the time for the people that have been put down and oppressed, and to use their voices. I mean, I that's not to say people, obviously everyone is valid, and everyone's creative expressions are worthy. And there's not one way. I mean, I am not a fan of saying there's one way to do it. It's this way. And if you're not going this way, well, then you're wrong. I don't like that, but I don't know. I think like it's sort of your own personal therapy. If you want to write things down and sing them, then by all means you should do it. I mean, there's that. Everybody needs a little help to navigate through these times.
That makes sense, and I appreciate your candor. I mean, it's not like I'm fishing for the answer. Like, you're going to go write a protest song. I really think maybe I should have been more specific and kind of segueing from a very heavy topic of conversation for all of us right now and for the world. And we hope that things can go in a better way. And if we, like you said, I'm a big fan of, we should listen, you know, and be kind. If we can listen and be kind, then that's going to go a long way for a lot of people. And I hope that we can do that. In regards to, you know, kind of how that leads to our conversation with songwriting, maybe the question really needs to be more about, is there a process for you that you find that you do, or do you just lock yourself up in the office there and start doing something?
You know, writing with other people is a different animal. You sort of try to come to the table with maybe some titles. Perhaps you've been working on something. I mean, I find cold turkey sometimes works good too. You know, I'm writing on Monday with someone who's a great writer that I want to do well with. I know her very well, but I want to make sure that I have something to say, you know, a little something to go on. Sometimes people's time is limited, and you know, you gotta get to it. So I mean, you can sit around and chat for 3 hours about what you've been doing, or you can write a song because someone has to be done by 1 p.m. That's a different animal as opposed to, like, you know, me personally, which is I'm just noodling around in my bedroom, and I have a list of titles, melodies. You know, my voice recorder on my phone is full of mostly terrible but sometimes decent melodies. I kind of think I do sort of feeling first, like a riff or a melody, or some people keep, you know, lyric journals of lyrics. I'm not really that guy. I think the thing that probably I do more than anything is write poetry, and they'll take that and sort of make that into a song.
No,
I mean,
that makes sense.
I always kind of say,
yeah. I mean, what is a song really? I mean, it's in a sense, I mean, it's poetry with music ultimately.
Yeah. I mean, I always kind of say also, I don't have a lot of success in music, so it's not like I can say like, well, you know, my first number one was I did it this way, and let me tell you, this is how it works for me. This is how I did my next 10 number one singles. I mean, I don't have that, so it's not like I can tell you what works better or worse for me. I'll go any way. I'll do anything. I'll try anything. I'll write any kind of music because I enjoy that.
Right.
If I ever lock into something and it's like wildly successful and that's the way it works, then we can come back and I can tell you how I did it.
Yeah, let me tell you about this time I wrote this song and just sold over 100 records, and I just went aluminum.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if I sell 100 records, I'll be pretty happy.
So I kind of want to wrap things up, but I am interested in one thing. And
Sure.
what is who are you listening to right now? What do you like? Like, you get in the car, you go out.
Yeah,
what are you listening to?
I'm gonna pull up my Amazon Music real quick. I will tell you, I listen to more talk radio than I do anything and podcasts. I've always done that. Let's see, what have I listened to on? Last night I was listening to Rufus Wainwright. There is Madison Cunningham is a young girl who is amazing, and she was doing a cover of Rufus, so we were listening to some Madison Cunningham, and then she did a cover of Rufus, so I went and dug in and listened to some more Rufus. Let's see, Tycho, like that sort of ethereal, I guess you'd call it electronic music. I like that a lot, especially when I'm exercising. Let's see, Psych France, like this 1960 to 1970 sort of goofy French music I was listening to. I would say for the I have Doja Cat on here that I was trying to listen to so I can be up on the popular people.
Yeah, what the kids are listening to.
What the kids are listening to. Yeah. I mean, I do, it's important, I think. I mean, country, like I don't listen to a lot of country music, but I definitely listen to it so I can understand what the hell's going on in the world. I mean, so I know that I'm at least, in Nashville, if you're going to try to write country songs, you should at least know what the hell's happening out there. I'd say that was definitely a John Prine rabbit hole when he passed away. I mean, I'm a singer-songwriter dude, ultimately. Yep. I think last show I saw might have been Brandi Carlile at the Ryman, which was incredible. I'm all over the map. I am all over the map. That's really a vague non-answer for you.
It's not. I mean, I just like knowing people's thoughts and opinions. Sometimes it opens up conversation for what I'm listening to. I do want to say one more thing, though. It's funny. I think you even said this, or it was in the comments on your 50 and 50 on Instagram, and I just kind of picked up on it. But I thought it'd be a fun topic to talk about. So I've got a lot of influences. I love classic rock a lot, and I like new rock. I like everything. One of my favorite bands is Pink Floyd. And it just is, but it's not like I've got songs that I like better in whole. Like I could say my favorite song is not a Pink Floyd song, but I do love the essence of what they do. One of the songs that you've got on an Exercise in Loneliness Volume 1, it's called Look at the Moon. And on that, you make a very specific reference to Roger Waters. I regret
this reference.
And
actually, it's not wrong, but I do.
It's not wrong. No, but I think it's cool. And I think I remember, and I didn't really care. I mean, actually, it made sense when I read your comment. But you said, as I quote, I believe it goes, quoting Roger Waters, "Wish you were here." And it's a cool homage. It's a cool reference. But you said that, well, Roger Waters worked better than David Gilmour lyrically, and I thought that was kind of fun. And I mean, did you really not think of it? Did you have the debate in your head? Oh, really?
I did not have the debate.
David Gilmour sang the song. I should have said David Gilmour. I don't really care. I just thought it was fun. Talk about it.
I mean, I did too, actually. I'm glad somebody called it out. But I mean, I believe they wrote it together.
They did?
So I think so, yeah. So it's not wrong to say Roger Waters said it best, even though David Gilmour is sort of, it's weird. Like David Gilmour is what so many people know vocally as Pink Floyd, but Roger Waters is the one they know as Pink Floyd. Like, I think that would be I think that's accurate, but
that's fairly accurate.
It sang better. I didn't think like, do I need to say both of them said it best? I mean, I really like that sort of trick of calling out people by name or singing. Like there was another song, By Her Side on maybe the first album. And I say, I thought we'd always ride those wild horses. I tried to sing the melody of Wild Horses from the Rolling Stones. I think that's just kind of fun little sort of Easter eggs to put in songs, and it matters. Music is important to us. Like when you say "Wish You Were Here," I mean, for a good chunk of the music listening population, that's a Pink Floyd song. I mean, it's also just a nice sentiment to say "I wish you were here," but it is it's Pink Floyd song. So yeah, somebody called me out on that. I can't remember who it was. Probably one of my friends, and it was worth talking about. And of course, I went back and I was like, oh shit, do I not put the song out? Am I gonna get a call from David Gilmour and to correct me? I mean, it doesn't matter ultimately. I mean, people will get it. I mean, look, nobody's gonna hear this song. I mean, it's a very small, finite number of people. I always thought it was a good song and worth a cut. If Kenny Chesney wants to cut "Look at the Moon" and he wants to talk to me about who wrote "Wish You Were Here," well then fine, we can talk about it.
That's funny.
We can say Kermit the Frog wrote "Wish You Were Here." I don't care what you say, as long as you cut it. Song. Yeah, right. All right. That's kind of my stance on all songs. Like, you can cut the worst song I've ever written in my entire life and make everyone think that's the only song I've ever written. I don't care.
You're saying something that's really funny. You're like, well, what, David Gilmour going to come on and hear my song and all of a sudden give me a call? I mean, that would be crazy, right? So someone was talking about this the other day, and I said, I'm calling this Livestream, live at Chance's house. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's really original. And yes, everyone, I know it's like live at Daryl's house. Listen, if Daryl Hall happens to be on Facebook and then happens to stumble upon my page out of the millions of people are on there and happens to see a live stream at 7:00 on Thursdays and says, hey, live at Chance's house. Yeah, no, I don't like that. And sends me a cease and desist letter. I'm framing that on the wall and proudly putting it back here. And then I'll call it, something else at something else. And it won't be live at Chance's house. That'd be amazing. I would want that to happen.
That would be amazing. My little head. I agree. My earbuds are about to die. They just didn't. So if I drop out for a second, it's because I'm switching to my speakerphone.
All right, not a problem. So this actually is a good segue to kind of get to the last thing. So what's the final word is on you. Go, Blue. What do you want to say to everybody?
Oh my gosh. Well, listen, I appreciate anybody that listens to my music. I certainly appreciate anybody that derives some sort of value. I've got some really nice comments over the last couple of months. I mean, I'm just a nobody singing to basically nobody. So anybody that finds a reason to pay attention and get something positive out of my art, I mean, I can't thank them enough. I mean, I kind of wish everyone would just stop so I could just quit and wrap it up and never do it ever again. That's not true. But sometimes you're like, oh, this person said I was really good. Now I have to keep doing it. Damn it. But I've really enjoyed making music the last couple of months. And I've had some people say, I really look forward to it every morning. It's been a really positive thing for me during what has been a pretty not positive time for us all for the last couple of months. So, I mean, what else? Just like you said, you get one nice compliment. What else can you ask for? I mean, that's all. That's the only win I can get these days, and I'm fine with that.
Well, that's really great, and I know how you feel. I mean, in the same way. Look, I think we're both, coming at this from the very similar approach. We love what we do. It fuels our soul, and it's either going to be a great side hustle, or if at the end of the day it's not, it's something that is fulfilling and makes us feel good about what we do.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's all gravy at this point. I mean, if there's some more success than just enjoying what I'm putting out for the sake of enjoying it, then that's all gravy.
Well, Blue, listen, I really appreciate you taking the time. I mean, I know it's been a long time since we've actually even seen each other, much less even said two words to each other, but I was sad that I couldn't come out and see you for your show that you did out in Dallas with Matt Nathanson, and I hope that if you get to do that again, then maybe I get to catch up with you then. And who knows? Maybe we meet up in another way in the future.
Sure, I hope so.
Everyone, this is Blue Sanders. You can find him on bluesanders.com, on Instagram at Blue Sanders. That's BLU Sanders. And for more information about what he's doing, where he's doing his photography, his book, his music, and all the things that he's done, go to bluesanders.com for your one-stop shop. Hey, it's been a pleasure, Blue. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. This has been helpful for me too, because like I said, not only do we know each other, but I really came as a fan first approach because I really like the songs that you've done. I like a lot of the stuff full band. I like this acoustic stuff. And I think that a lot of people that watch on here and, will appreciate it too, because how does one exchange music? Hey, I want you to check this out. And if I get to be if I get to be a platform for you in some way and go, hey guys, I want you to check this out. It's just one more networking contact that allows you to get out there, and maybe someone else will appreciate it like I do.
Well, likewise. Thanks for having me. I really enjoyed it. It's nice to hear my own voice for a long time in a row. I'm just kidding. There's too much of that.
Well,
I've enjoyed it. Thanks
absolutely.
for letting me speak.
My pleasure, and I hope we get to do it again in the future. All right, everyone. So thanks for watching the interview with Blue Sanders. Right after this, I'm going to be playing live here at Chance's house, and thanks for everyone for chiming in. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
Give enough love. It's just a passing feeling, but it sure seems tough. You think about all the times you thought you'd give up, and then the feeling hits, so you make your own love. 'Cause you never really know how you can fly. 'Cause you never really know how hard you can try. And even though I'm miles away, I'll come along with you every day. I'll lead you through the dark, I'll be with you every step of the way. Walking through your mind, you see all the things that seem rough. You smile and laugh and play, but it's just not enough. The water's rising up again, and you just can't keep up. But you give it a go one more time, and you pick yourself up. 'Cause you never really know how you can fly. 'Cause you never really know how hard you can try. And even though I'm miles away, I'll come along with you every day.
last week I noticed there was a lag, video to the audio. And I'm going to tell you this week, there's going to be a lag from the video to the audio. I'm just going to say that up front. Joe's Tavern and Grill is our sponsor, and we appreciate those guys over there. Hope you guys can hear everything. Again, I get it. There's the video lag. I'll fix it next week real quick. So I have to apologize. Season 1, Episode 2 of Live at Chance's House has gone through yet another technical difficulty. I think the first 15 minutes of this program didn't go public, so it was not working exactly the way that I wanted to. All right. I think we're having to do a quick mic check to find out to make sure everything is good here. All right, so hey, getting ready to start. Although I am having to figure out whether or not this thing's working, so if someone can give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Brett, give me a text real quick, please. It's a test 1, 2 for Joe's Tavern and Grill. This is why we have sponsors, because they're always looking out for their best interest. You got to pay the bills. You can't keep the sponsors happy. You can't keep the program on. Clearly, there is an issue. I think it's fixed now. All right, so we're going to try this again. First thing I'm going to do is get back on here because clearly I'm doing something wrong. Grabbing my phone. I may have to suspend tonight's events until I get it figured out. All right, you have me now. All right, so that mic works. That's the good news. We good now, guys? All right, let's try this one more time. Live at Chance's House, Season 1, Episode 2, Take 48. I was telling Brett over at Joe's that I think I'm going to need to hire a producer because doing this on my own is turning out to be a whole lot of fun. You guys asked me what happened. I couldn't honestly tell you because I pressed like 2 buttons and it didn't seem like it was working, and then all of a sudden it was working. So, all right. If you missed the first 15 minutes, I apologize. I don't know what happened with that. That was a whole nother issue. It didn't go live at first, and then it went live, so whatever. And then there was a whole section that there wasn't any audio. But you know what? Keep trying. Practice makes perfect. And to be honest with you, it's live, and all kinds of things go wrong. So I'm okay with that. I did it like a wrecking ball. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. We're going to do it. I'm an outlaw. I think we're going to call tonight, guys. Hey, thanks for everyone watching it live at Chance's House tonight. We'll be back next week, hopefully with no video lag and hopefully a little bit better all around, no sound issues, and we start the show actually at 7 o'clock. It did start at 7, by the way. It just wasn't public. What's happening out there? So, what's funny is that maybe you should have put that at the end because there's going to be people coming in and they're going to be like, so is this the show or what's going on? Yeah, we've definitely come a long way. And I can neither confirm nor deny whether or not when we started off tonight's broadcast if I didn't hit the button. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for being here. And don't forget, go to the GoFundMe page. I put in the link in the comments. It's also on my page and the Music by Chance page as well. The Give to Live, Live to Win campaign for my friend Trent Adams. We've raised $7,500. Our goal is $12,000. We want to try and get there. Every show I do for the month of July is going to be dedicated to him and making that fundraiser happen and meet its goal. Just a quick update on him as well. He has gone to a doctor. He's seeing the right people. Where things are in motion. Could be some other things happening. He's getting some tests done. So, listen, grateful. I'm grateful. He's grateful for all the donations that have come in because a couple of these doctor visits and, like I said, the medication that he's taking, he's looking into some programs to see if he can get it a little cheaper, whatever it is. But it's ridiculous. You know, there's a life-saving medication out there, and they want to charge people, you know, $900 a pill to take it, and it's just dumb. Anyway. let's get this show started. Hope you guys are having fun out there. Thanks to everybody over at Joe's Tavern and Grill. And you know what? Hold on. Yeah, that helps. Let's do this. Here we go. I stare at a face I can't see. Feel lonely and scared, how long will it be? Once I used to fill my soul with pride. All this hate without a home to call my own. Confusion, anxiety, reality, infidelity, reflections of what I want to be, are distorted by an abnormality. I set my sights on reality, trying to forget the ghosts that creep my mind. Why do you come to me? All I have is a soul to give. I'll never see your reality. So why do you come to me? I hate this feeling that covers myself. Without it, though, I can't proceed. If you want my everything, you'll have to lead me, for I can't see. Why do you come to me? All I have is a soul to give. I'll never see your reality. So why do you come to me? You came and conquered my heart with your threats come pain and sorrow. They come and go like the great gray sky. You know I need them. Can I proceed? Why do you come to me? Why do you come to me? What do you want from me? Why do you come to me? All right, thanks everybody. Started off with a couple of original songs maybe, and then we'll see where the night takes us. What's happening, Chase? Thanks for stopping by, man. Just doing a little strumming. Looking forward to when we can get back out and playing again soon. If you guys haven't had an opportunity or don't know anything about him, you need to check out Chance Ryan on Spotify. Go to YouTube also and look up Chance Ryan Whiskeyfied. He's got an amazing song, and he's a very talented musician out of Denton, so go check that out. It's a full moon rising over a grassy hill, late one afternoon. The sun is so still, and the seagulls fly back from the mist. Let you go on. Mistakes are hard to live with. Choir of angels can be heard. Reminds me of your face. You were my angel. Now I'm sleeping with the devil. Save my soul. The clouds will clear sometime. Let the sun shine through. Oh, seagulls fly back from the mist. Let you go on. Mistakes are hard to live with, so I let you go. Come fly back to me. Bring my sunshine back. It's been so lonely peeking through the clouds. Is that you saving my soul? And the seagulls fly. And the seagulls fly back from the mist. Let you go on. Mistakes are hard to live with. And the seagulls fly. And the seagulls fly. Back from mist. All right. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Now I can see the dusty road, and everything has become clear. The nightfall's coming and the sunset is gone. and it's starting to rain again. Where we going? What are we gonna do? I've been laid out and dried up since then. The headlights coming and the moon is coming round. I just want you to be me again. I'm gonna walk right down this dusty road. I'm gonna try and find myself again. I'm gonna open up and cry to him. Oh Lord, I'm shining through. Oh Lord, I'm shining through. I wanna belong, my thoughts are broken. I need to sacrifice. The sun is rising and I feel it coming on. I just wanna find my way back home. I need to make a final choice, so don't waste my time. The rain comes pouring down and the planets collide. I look up for help, but there's clouds tonight. I'm gonna walk right down this dusty road. I'm gonna try and find myself again. I'm gonna open up and cry to him. Oh Lord, I'm shining through. Oh Lord, I'm shining through. The darkness falls, the story is heard. It's covered paintings on the wall. Damn you, you can't be that blind, because they say it all. I'm gonna walk right down this dusty road. I'm gonna try and find myself again. I'm gonna open up and cry to him. Oh Lord, I'm shining through. Oh Lord, I'm shining through. As the world comes crashing round me, well, I'm shining through. Pain comes in so many words. Well, I'm shining through. I'm shining through. I'm shining through. I'm shining through. I'm shining through to everyone but you. So I played that one a couple of times, but that's a new one. I just wrote that not too long ago, and we're working on it right now. I've got Back from the Mist I played a minute ago, and I'm going to get a release date for that here probably at the first of the month. And then we're going to be I've got in production right now. We're doing that one, but it's going to be an interesting take. Doing a collaboration with my friend Xavier Valdez out in California, and it's going to be I think it's going to be cool. I'm excited about it. Hope you guys are going to enjoy it too. All right. What do we got? Hi, Sharon. Thanks for stopping by. Gave you a plug earlier. Got the haircut going. Put your information up there if you want. If you got an email or a phone number, whatever it may be, let everyone know what you do. I I already promoted you at the beginning of the show. So thank you again for coming out here and making that happen, because I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. This is a song by our friends Steven Stiles and Scott Lindsay. You guys are going to hear this on the upcoming RDO album. Here you go. Come on! She comes from the top of the hill, a Coach handbag and Prada high heels. And she's looking like a beauty queen, every clean-cut American college boy's dream. Well, let me be the bearer of a little bad news. She likes some long-haired boys with lots of tattoos, ride a big old bag, get a little crazy on a Friday night. She likes to let loose, wear her jeans too tight, sip a bit of whiskey and a good bar fight. If Daddy knew it would break his heart, she likes those long-haired boys with lots of tattoos. Girls' night out to hit the stomping ground, a swanky little dance club uptown, where it doesn't take long when she's had a drink to start thinking about a ponytail and some mink. She's got them all fooled, they ain't got a clue. She likes those long-haired boys with lots of tattoos, ride a big old bike, get a little crazy on a Friday night. She likes to let loose, wear her jeans too tight, sip a bit of whiskey and a good bar fight. If Daddy knew it would break his heart, she likes those long-haired boys with lots of tattoos. If you want a shot, man, this is what you gotta do. You grow your hair real long and get a tattoo. Ride a big old bike, get a little crazy on a Friday night. She likes to let loose, wear her jeans too tight, sip a bit of whiskey and a good bar fight. If Daddy knew it would break his heart, she loves those long-haired boys, those long-haired boys. She likes those long-haired boys with lots of tattoos. Well, yeah, man, with lots of tattoos. Sharon does give a shirt, Lee. I agree. Angie, if you're watching, by the way, I've got your shirt. You can do a drive-by pickup. All right, this one's done by our friends Michael Gresham, Jill Spencer, and Frank Myers. They wrote this song, friends of ours. It'll be coming up on our upcoming album, Shift into Southern. The song's called Mercy. Here we go. Mercy works at the joint down the road, the one where the lonely people go, where she wasted so many days on the bar stool side. Pours their drinks, pour out their soul. She takes it all in, never lets go. Takes more than 12 steps to get it right. Mercy loves, mercy heals, mercy knows exactly how they feel. She's lived their pain, walked that road through hell. Mercy talks, mercy smiles, mercy's their best friend for a little while. She gets back what she can't take from that shell, a shot of mercy for herself. Mercy's fought her own kind of war, and the ghost kept knocking at her door, and she found herself at the bottom of a glass. She was on her knees down in the mud when a hand reached out and lifted her up, saved her life and freed her from the past. Mercy loves, mercy heals, mercy knows exactly how they feel. She's lived that pain, walked that road through hell. Mercy talks, mercy smiles, mercy's their best friend for a little while. She gets back what she can't take from that shell, a shot of mercy for herself. She don't look down her nose, she don't judge and preach. She listens with an open heart and pours at what they need. Mercy loves, mercy heals, mercy knows exactly how they feel. She's lived that pain, walked that road through hell. Mercy talks, mercy smiles, mercy's their best friend for a little while. She gets back what she can't take from that shelf, shot of mercy for herself. Mercy works at the joint down the road, the one where the lonely people go. You guys know this one. Written by a friend of ours named Bill Filson. His song's called Overtime. Here we go. No better friend than I ever had, a gentle giant I call my dad. He taught me how to be a man. Overtime. Was strong and firm in what he said. Tough love still fills my head. Say, be anything you want to be, son. Overtime. All the time I'll be looking at life just like he did. All the time I set the bar high just like he did. Over time I see my dad and me and my kids just like he did. Over time. You challenge me to be myself, never mimic nobody else, be the best that I could be. Over time, he taught me failing is not a crime. Keep on trying, get back in line. It's a sweet victory, it'll come again. Over time, all the time I'll be looking at life just like he did. All the time I set the bar high just like he did. Over time I see my dad and me and my kids just like he did. Over time. Not a day goes by I don't think of him. He's like a song that never fails to make me smile. And all the time I'll
life just like he did. All the time I set the bar high just like he did. Over time I see my dad and me and my kids just like he did. Over time, just like he did. Over time, over time.
Brett, I assume you're referring to the one Sunday where there was a whole lot of technical issues, and we did the private show at Joe's, and you guys helped me out until we got it figured out with the lag and all that. I believe that was episode 4. Trust me, there's plenty of bloopers available that I'll be segmenting and having a whole other playlist on YouTube. By the way, we are streaming live on YouTube tonight as well as Facebook. And I'll have the instant replays back up. Obviously on Facebook, the replay will play again on YouTube, and I'll also have the portion of the interview part posted on Instagram at Music by Chance. So if you guys missed any of the broadcast of the Lou Sanders interview, don't worry. Quite frankly, I get a lot more people that watch the replays than I actually get them watching live. But that's okay. For those of you guys that are here, I thank you for being here. I always love interacting with everyone and just sharing some stories and playing some tunes. All right, what else do we got? Let's see. I haven't played this one in a minute. It's the first single, right? Got to play the single. This one was written by our friends Trip Martin and Craig Lackey. They did a fantastic job on this song. It was really cool because when we posted the song up and got it out on Spotify and put the video out, we reached out to Craig Lackey, and it was pretty cool. He got to see us do what we do, and he really liked it. So I'm glad to know that the songwriter is on board and digging what we're doing, and hope you guys are digging what we're doing too. No Breaks on Spotify with Red Dirt Outlaws, we go by RDO, is also on the charts. It's hitting pretty well. It's got about 17,000 plays at the moment, and so we hope that just keeps going up. Let's do this. Here we go. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate the kind words. Well, your trouble, and I mean it. Every guy here wants you, every woman wants you to leave, and I like that. And your tattoos, and the feel of your lips on my ear when you whisper, buy me the whiskey. Well, come on. Well, it's on. I bet you handle like a candy apple red Corvette, burning up the quarter mile. You got me all revved up, the red line girl, that little black dress is driving me wild. I want to take you for a spin with the top down, wind blowing. Honey, let's get out of this place. Oh, look at you, girl, with all them curls, and me with no brakes. Well, have mercy. I want to make this last. Well, every little thing about you makes me want to slam my foot on the gas. Whoa, whoa, let's go. I bet you handle like a candy apple red Corvette, burning up the quarter mile. You got me all revved up, the red line girl, that little black dress is driving me wild. I want to take you for a spin with the top down, wind blowing. Honey, let's get out of this place. Oh, look at you, girl, with all them curls, and me with no brakes. Well, it's on, so come on. I Bet you handle like a candy apple red Corvette burning up the quarter mile. You got me all revved up, red line girl, that little black dress is driving me wild. I wanna take you for a spin with the top down, wind blowing, honey, let's get out of this place. Oh, look at you, girl, with all them curves, and me with no brakes. Lee, I looked down at the comments right when I was getting ready to say it's on, and you must have timed that out perfectly. I almost didn't make it. Thank you guys for chiming in. I love the fact that you guys know these songs too, because it's a lot of fun for me to see you guys interact and hang out with us. So I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. So once again, hey, shout out to our sponsor at Joe's Tavern and Grill, where everybody knows your name, because they do, and it's a lot of fun. There's Joe's and there's Moe's. Usually we hang out at Joe's. We might have a pool party at Moe's. Brad, how you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. Hope all is well out in sunny Florida. Things are going well for you, and hope you found a house and all that great stuff. Thank you for stopping by. I always love seeing everyone stop by. All right. I feel like doing a few cover songs. I've played a couple of my songs. If you want to see more information about what I'm doing, you can go to musicbychance.com. Every Step the single is at 105,000 plays on Spotify. Thank you to everyone who has supported that and the video and everything else that's going out there, because a few months ago when I put that thing out, I told some friends, I told some of my coworkers, and everyone was like, hey, that's awesome, great job, and I was just proud of the fact that I actually put the damn thing out. But now it's actually getting a little bit of traction, and it's just a really cool thing. So 105,000 plays. I didn't think it'd make it, so I lost a bet. I don't think I want to double down. I would say I'd double down on 200,000, but I'm not going to do that, because maybe it'll hit 200,000, and that would be awesome. So I'm not going to doubt myself anymore. A lot of really nice messages that I've gotten over the last couple of months from people all over the world, literally talking about how the song has touched their lives and how it's been something that they really enjoyed and it made them feel better. And at the end of the day, that's all I really expected, and that's all I really wanted. So thank you to everybody. All right. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. You know, I always love doing this song, so we're going to do this one. I got 16 days, once for every time I've gone away, one for every time I should have stayed, I should have wore my wedding ring. I got 16 days, 15 of those are nights I can't sleep when the bed sheets fight. It's way back to your side, where the ghost has got me running. Ghost has got me running away from you, away from you, away. Well, the ghost has got me running. The ghost has got me running away from you, away from you, away. I got 16 days, got a bottle and a rosary. Gotta wish that you were close to me. Guess I owe you an apology. I got 16 days, 15 of those nights. Well, can't sleep when the bed sheets fight. It's way back to your side, where the ghost has got me running. Ghost has got me running. Ghost has got me running. Ghost has got me running away from you, away from you. Where the ghost has got me running got me running away from you, away from you, away. Oh, tin cup and little paper dolls, well, all wrapped up in ribbons, bows, and hearts. Oh, tin cup and little paper dolls, well, all wrapped up in the ribbons of your heart. I got 16 days, 16 days. I got 16 days. Like a fool I'll hang. Hello, is there anybody in there? Just not if you can hear me. Is there anyone home? Come on, get out. I hear you feeling down, and I can ease your pain and get you on your feet again. Now relax, I need some information first. Just the basic facts. Can you show me where it hurts? There is no pain, you are receding. A distant ship smoke on the horizon. You are only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. When I was a child, I had a fever. My hands felt just like two balloons. Now I've got the feeling once again. I can't explain, you would not understand. This is not how I am. And I have become comfortably numb. Now okay, just a little pinprick. There'll be no more. You may feel a little sick, but can you stand up? I do believe it's working good. That'll keep you going through the show. Come on, it's time to go. There is no pain, you are receding. The distant ship smoke on the horizon. You were only coming through in waves. Lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. When I was a child, I caught a fleeting glimpse out of the corner of my eye. I turned to look, but it was gone, and I put my finger on child is grown, the dream is gone, and I have become comfortably known. Sympathy for the Devil. Man, I don't know if I could pull that off. But I've said no before. I don't know how complicated or easy that is. It's probably super easy, to be honest with you. I've never played it before, so. And I'm really, I do like the Stones. I like some of their stuff. I mean, who doesn't, right? I mean, you'd be kind of hard-pressed not to, right? I don't, they were never something I really, they weren't really anyone that I really got into a whole lot. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long, long year. So many souls in faith. And I was around when Jesus Christ had his moment of doubt and pain. Made damn sure that I washed his hands, sealed his faith. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. That's kind of all I know. I don't know the song well enough to work it out, but I tell you what, Lee, I will learn it. I will learn it and I will get it right, because I kind of don't know the phrasing. Like, that's one of those songs that's on the fringe for me. Like, I know the song when I hear it and I go, woo-hoo. I mean, I can hear it and I can do it, but that might be one of those ones I can do on an a cappella, and I can have the background vocals and kick it into different screens and make something fun. But I would want to practice it first, because I'll screw it up. I just don't know the song that well. All right, Ben Bennington. How you doing, my friend? Thanks for coming by. Hope you're doing well. Haven't talked in a while. Hope the real estate gig's going great. And glad you're here. Doing a little tunes, played some of my own, played a little something from the new band. We're doing some cover songs and just kind of having a good time. All right. But what are we going to do next? Early in the morning, rising to the streets. Well, light me up that cigarette, and I'll strap shoes on my feet. Well, got to find a reason things went wrong. Well, got to find a reason why my money's all gone. Well, I got a Dalmatian, and I can still get high. I can play the guitar like a mud in riot. Well, life is too short to love the one you got, so you might get run over or you might get shot. Never start a stand, I keep it up my chest. And never had a battle with the bulletproof vest. To take a small example, a tip for me: take up all your money, give it up a charity. Is what I got, it's within my reach. And the Southern style, so straight from Long Beach, comes back to you, gonna get what you deserve. Try and test that, you're bound to get served. Love's what I got, don't start a riot. You get it when your dance is hot. Well, loving is what I got. I said remember that. Loving is what I got. I said remember that. Well, I don't mind when my dog roams away. I don't get angry with the bills I have to pay. I don't get angry when my mom smokes pot, hits the bottle and goes right to the rock. fighting, it's all the same. Living Louis dolls all the way to stay sane. Let the loving come back to me. Loving is what I got. I say remember that. Loving is what I got. I say remember that. Come on, loving is what I got. I say remember that. Loving is what I got. I say remember that. Come on, loving is what I got. I say remember that. Come on, loving is what I got. Hey, I say remember that. Come on, loving is what I got. I say remember that. Loving is what I got. I say remember that. Loving is what I got. I say remember that. Loving is what I got. I got. Come on. Clearly, I haven't done that one in a while. Voice was cracking in one part of that song like I was 13 again. Oh, man. All right, here we go. She said, I don't know if I've ever been good enough. I'm a little bit rusty and I think my head is caving in. And I don't know if I've ever been really loved by a hand that's touched me, and I feel like something's gonna give. And I'm a little bit angry, well, this ain't over, I hear. And now while I still need you around, you don't know me, yeah, I can't change. You know this just might feel good, I wanna push you around. I will, I wanna push you down. Well, I will, I wanna take you for granted. I wanna take you for granted, yeah, I will. Said I don't know why you ever would lie to me. Like I'm a little untrusting when I think that the truth is gonna hurt you. I don't know why you couldn't just stay with me. You couldn't stand to be near me when my face don't seem to wanna shine. Is this a little bit dirty? Well, don't just stand there. Say nice things to me. I've been cheated, I've been wrong. You don't know me, yeah, well, I can't change. I won't do anything at all. I wanna push you around. I will, I wanna push you down. Well, I will, I wanna take you for granted. I wanna take you for granted, yeah, I will. Oh, but don't bowl me over. Well, just wait a minute. Well, I kinda think things get so crazy. Don't rush this, baby. Don't rush this, baby. I wanna push you around. I will, I wanna push you down. Well, I will, I wanna take you for granted. I wanna take you, yeah. I will, yeah, and I will, yeah.
drag you down. I wanna push you around. Well, I will. And I feel the time's a ways to go. So where you going to tomorrow? And I see that these are lies to come. Would you even care? And I feel it, and she feels it. Where you going to tomorrow? Where you going with the mask I found? And I feel when the dogs begin to smell. Well, she smelled alone. Yeah. And I feel so much depends on the weather. So where's it raining in your bedroom? And I see that these are lies of disarray. Would you even care? And I feel it, and she feels it. Where you going for tomorrow? Where you going with the mask I found? And I feel when the dogs begin to smell. Well, she smelled low. Well, the dogs will find her. Got time to wait for tomorrow. Find it. Well, the dogs to find her. Got time to wait for tomorrow. Find it. Yeah. Where you going for tomorrow? Where you going with the mask you found? Said, I feel when the dogs begin to smell. Well, she smelled low. Well, the dogs to find her. Got time to wait for tomorrow. To find it. Well, the dogs to find her. Got time to wait for tomorrow. To find it. To find it. to find out, to find out.
Go ahead and say it. It's endearing. If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love, what I must do. If you could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me. Well, you got your reasons, and you got your lies, and you got your manipulations, cut me down to size. Say you love, but you don't give you love, but you won't. You could only see the way she loves me, maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love, what I must do. You could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me. Let's travel. Shore's happiness unravel, and you gotta take a little turn to get what you want. That's what you gotta do. Say you love, but you don't give you love, but you want. You're reaching out your arm to something that's just not there. Say you love where you stand, give your heart when you can. You could only see the way she loves me, maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love, what I must do. If you could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me. Say you love, but you don't give you love, but you won't. You say a prayer. Say you love where you stand, give your heart when you can. You could only see the way she loves me, maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love, what I must do. If you could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me. Hey, thank you. Right. What time is it? All right, we're doing all right. Ruben Vasquez, man. How you doing, my friend? Thanks for stopping by. You always pop in here. I'm always watching your videos too. You got the guitar solo or a song of the day that you do as well, and I'm always appreciative in checking you out. My buddy Ruben is a fantastic guitar player. He's the guy that can do all this stuff that I can't do, and he's awesome. We had an opportunity to play together. If you guys remember the story I told you about that guitar right there, and I played in a band with the Best Buy band, Ruben Vasquez, who's on right now, he was the lead guitarist in that video that we did when we were playing. So anyway, hey, good to see you, Ruben. Thanks for being here. All right, I know what we'll do. We're going to do a couple more, and we're going to call it a night. That's what we're going to do. But we'll end with one of my favorites. We're going to do this one, though, first. And then we'll do the plugs. And then you guys will see the credits, and then we'll get back to the next show. Hey, if you can see the scrolling bar, obviously you can. I got a couple of different things on there. First off, Blue Sanders' book, the interview that we did earlier, it's a story about, a car, but it's really a story about himself and about his dad. And, he lost his father to ALS, and it's a horrible, horrible disease, and it affects, so many people. And if you guys have any inkling or want to put something out there, I put up the link for ALS.net. It's for research on ALS. The other thing, don't forget, is the Give to Live, Live to Win campaign from my friend and brother, Trent Adams. We are $7,500 into our goal of $12,000. If you find it in your hearts that you can donate a little, he could definitely use it. He's spending the money now. He needs it. He's going to doctors, and he's buying medications, and it's expensive. But he's getting the help that he needs initially right now, so he's not having to push that off, and hopefully he can find himself getting a little healthier and getting a little bit better. The first part of that, which was the Give to Live, is to help him get through the medical part. The Live to Win is to give him just a little extra to kickstart him. He does have a small, modest income, but it's small compared to what everyone else is doing, and it would help him just not get so far behind and maybe be able to not have his electricity shut off, things like that. So, look, he's doing pretty good. He's in good spirits. He's got hope, and that's all we can ask for, and I'm really glad that we've been able to help out. So thank you to everyone on here who's supported and given to that campaign. All right, let's do this. Here we go. Night falls and I'm alone. Skin, yeah, chilled to the bone. You turned and you ran. Oh yeah, oh slipped right from your hand. Hey, blue on black, tears on the river, push on the shove, it don't mean much. Joker on Jack, match on a fire, cold on ice, a dead man's touch. A whisper on a scream, doesn't change a thing, won't bring you back. How blue on black, oh yeah, I'm blue on black. Blind, now I see. Truth, yeah, lies and in between. Wrong, 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 can't went beyond dawn. Oh yeah, all slipped from the tip of your tongue. Hey, blue on black, tears on the river, push on the shove, it don't mean much. Joker on jack, match on the fire, cold on ice, a dead man's touch. A whisper and a scream doesn't change a thing, won't bring you back. How blue on black, oh yeah, blue on black. Hey, blue on black, tears on the river, push on the shove, it don't mean much. Joker on jack, match on the fire, cold on ice, a dead man's touch. A whisper and a scream doesn't change a thing, won't bring you back. How blue on black, oh yeah, blue on black. Oh yeah, blue on black, blue on black. I love this sound of drop D. Give me a word or give me a sign. Show me where to look or tell me what will I find? Will I find? Lay me on the ground and fly me to the sky. Show me where to look or tell me what will I find? Will I find? Yeah. Yeah. Whoa, heaven, let your light shine down. 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 Love is in the water, love is in the air. Show me where to go and tell me will love be there. Will love be there. Teach me how to speak, teach me how to share. Teach me where to go and tell me will love be there. Will love be there. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa, heaven, let your light shine down. Whoa, heaven, let your light shine down. Whoa, heaven,
let your light shine down. Whoa, heaven, let your light shine down. Give me a word or give me a sign. Show me where to go or tell me, well, where I find? Where I find? Well, lay me on the ground and fly me to the sky. Show me where to go or tell me, well, where I find? Where I find? Yeah. Yeah. Whoa, heaven, let your light shine down. Whoa, well, heaven, let your light shine down. Whoa, heaven, let your light shine down. Whoa, heaven, let your light shine down. God, let it shine, let it shine. Heaven, lay a light, shine on me. I said, hey, yeah, heaven, go there, shine on me. Yes, and shine, shine me, yeah, shine. Thanks, everyone, for being out here live at Chance's House, Season 1, Episode 22. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to Blue Sanders for being on for a second time. Go out and check him out at bluesanders.com and look up his story. His book is called The 41. It's a fascinating tale about a car, a son, and his dying father. And it's really kind of, tugs at your heart. It's gut-wrenching that he had to go through that. But it's a fascinating story, very healing. For all things Chance, you can see it on the scrolling bar. If you guys don't know already, then I'll tell you, it's musicbychance.com. You can go to Instagram at musicbychance. I couldn't get the Twitter handle. The Twitter handle is, I've had it for years. It's chance_DJ, so thanks for coming by. For all things Red Dirt Outlaws or RDO, you can go to rdioband.com. Our latest single, No Breaks, is on Spotify right now. It's at about 17,000 hits. My single, Every Step's about 105,000 on Spotify. Thank you to everyone who's been supportive of that. I appreciate it very much. Also, don't forget, you can check out Devin Pike on Mondays and Thursdays at 9 p.m., twitch.tv, that Devin guy, or you can go to universalremote.tv. He's got an internet game show. You can win the internet. Go check him out. He is also a member of the Joe's family, and Joe's Tavern and Grill sponsors that show as well. On Sundays, check out my friend Rob Irvin and his two podcasts, the Cheap Podcast at 5:30 Central Standard Time and 6:30 Central Standard Time. You can check out the Clubhouse Podcast. That's every Sunday with my friend Rob Irvin. All these people we've talked to on the show before. We've got lots of interviews that are coming up that I've got scheduled and planned. We've got more stuff from the Roadhouse with Chance and Dell. I've got some more videos I got to make. We got more songs to learn. There's a lot that's happening, and I appreciate each and every one of you who come out in and week out to watch this fascinating debacle of whatever it is. And all I can say is thank God it wasn't like the first 2 episodes, maybe even the first 6. But regardless, it's getting better, and I'm really having a great time. I kind of really don't care, to be honest with you. It's just a lot of fun. And I hope you guys have a lot of fun as well. Once again, Trent Adams is my buddy. If you can, go to the link.
give him some love. Either share it, or if you can donate a little bit of money, I'd appreciate that. Anyone on tonight's thread that donates, I will match it. So if anyone puts up $50, I'll put up 50. Put up 100, I'll put up 100, just to help us out, try and get the Kickstart back on in this GoFundMe account for Trent Adams. And then Sharon left her number in there as well, just to say, hey, if you need a good cut, men or women, you need it colored, styled, blow-dried, whatever you got, she might even come to your house like she did for me. Now, I tipped her well, by the way, so don't think that that's going to be regular charge. You got to take care of your people. I've known her for a very long time. She helped me out, gave me a great cut, and I'm very blessed and fortunate to have friends in my life that can do that. So you guys have a great night. As always,
I stare at a face I can't see, feeling lonely and scared. How long will it be? Once it used to fill my soul with pride. All this hate without a home to call my own. Confusion, anxiety, reality, infidelity, reflections of what I want to be, are distorted by an abnormality. I set my sights on reality, trying to forget the ghosts that creep my mind. Why do you come to me? All I have is a soul to give. I'll never see your reality. So why do you come to me? I hate this feeling that covers my soul. Without it, though, I can't proceed. If you want my everything, you'll have to lead me, for I can't see. Why do you come to me? All I have is a soul to give. I'll never see your reality. So why do you come to me? Came and conquered my heart with your threats come pain and sorrow.